November 1st through the 7th, 2020, is National Vocation Awareness Week. We visited with Assistant Vocation Director, Father Adam Bradley, to learn more about the Kairos Year, a first step for those seeking to discern priesthood in the Diocese of Green Bay.
The Kairos Year came about from the call of Pope Francis through a document called the Ratio that calls for this stage of formation that kind of happens before seminary, and it's called the propedeutic stage. And Bishop Ricken, in hearing about this, desired to bring one of these to our diocese to begin to help form our young men before we send them off to the seminary, to give them a good foundation so that the work that they begin in seminary can do its job.
So the Kairos Year kind of says, before we get into the academic program, before we get into the study, is Jesus Christ calling you as a priest? Before we get into all the things you have to learn, is that a desire on your heart the Lord is putting there? The Kairos Year is coming from the word kairos, which is the Greek word for the appointed time.
One of the things that the Kairos Year provides is it provides kind of a half step for the young men. They're living in community in the diocese, getting to know one another before we send them off and before they become a full-fledged seminarian.
Time in our daily schedule is a mixture of academic classes, going through the Bible, going through the catechism, having outside members of our parish and diocesan community come in to form us. So every week, Mother Mary Catherine and the missionaries, the Word comes in and does spiritual formation with us. We have priests like Father John Girardi who comes in to give us spiritual formation, and other pastors from around the diocese who take time out of their week to come and form us. We have times where we go out to parishes, just being present to the parishioners at Mass.
So it's kind of this in-between period where they get to be before the Lord and to really try to discern that call that they have within their hearts.
It is a first step in many ways. I think the biggest thing is a deepening of prayer. We're praying the liturgy, the hours, morning and evening. Many of us are praying night prayer. We start our day with a holy hour in Mass. So there's that opportunity to step away from the world, but you're also stepping into what the church really has to offer.
You can come and you can enter into this life, and if you find okay, the Lord's not calling me, it's like, then this program did its job. But if you find, no, this call has been deepened and I feel affirmed in what the Lord is doing and I desire to continue on, then also too, the Kairos Year did its job. So it's to really help the man understand this call, this unique invitation that the Lord has for them.
And so I think that takes a lot of pressure off the man to realize, I'm not called to go all the way tomorrow. I'm just called to walk with you, Lord.
20 years from now, I could see these men helping to lead the next generation of the church, helping to form bonds in our presbyterate that are lasting and efficacious for the sanctity of our diocese. I can see these men helping to lead future Kairos years and beginning that formation that they were kind of the tip of the spear for. 20 years from now, I see a very happy, holy, and healthy presbyterate, in part, not exclusively to, but in part because of the Kairos Year.
This is really the place just to, like I said, enter into the liturgical life of the church, put yourself in a position to hear the Lord's voice, and realize that wherever the Lord is calling you, even if He's calling you just to be here today, right now, that is out of a place of deep love in the Father's goodwill. To realize that He has good intentions for you, and even if you were to leave this year not going to the priesthood, He would have set you here to build you into a better man to serve our community.
As now the evening shadows fall, please grant us, Lord, we pray, a quiet night to rest in you until the break of day.
For The Compass, this is Matthew Livingstone reporting.